Welcome to Iceland, a land where the sun forgets to set in summer and barely rises in winter. This small Nordic island near the Arctic Circle is famous for its extreme daylight cycle. In June, you can hike a mountain or take a dip in a hot spring at midnight under the sun. But come December, daylight can shrink to just a few hours, wrapping the country in a mysterious twilight that locals embrace with cozy traditions and warm community spirit. Iceland's geography is just as dramatic as its light. With a landscape shaped by active volcanoes, vast glaciers, and steaming geysers, it feels like standing on another planet. The country's sparse population, just around 400,000 people, means there's more space to explore than people to bump into. From black sand beaches to icy caves, nature dominates every inch of Iceland, and the locals wouldn't have it any other way. Most Icelanders are of Nordic descent, proudly tracing their roots back to Viking settlers who braved the North Atlantic more than 1,000 years ago. That Viking spirit of resilience, independence, and adventure still runs deep in Icelandic culture today, making this island not just stunning, but deeply inspiring. Rianistra, Iceland's hauntingly beautiful black sand beach. On Iceland's southern coast lies a beach unlike any you've seen before, Rianistra, often called the most beautiful sunless beach in the world. There are no palm trees or turquoise waves here. Instead, you're greeted by jet-black volcanic sand, towering basalt columns that look like they've been carved by giants, and crashing Atlantic waves that demand both awe and caution. It's stark, dramatic, and absolutely mesmerizing, like walking into a fantasy novel. The beach's haunting beauty comes from its contrast. Dark sands beneath overcast skies, roaring waves slamming against jagged rock formations like Reynistrangur, said in Icelandic folklore to be trolls frozen in stone. Despite its popularity, Rianistra maintains an air of solitude and mystique that's rare in tourist destinations. And in true Icelandic fashion, there are no fences or barriers, just nature in its rawest form. Visitors are trusted to explore responsibly, reinforcing one of Iceland's most cherished values, personal freedom and respect for space. Here, silence isn't empty, it's sacred. Whether you're marveling at the geological formations or simply standing still, listening to the wind and waves, Rianistra offers a surreal experience that lingers long after you leave. Icelandic women and dating culture, strength, independence, and a unique twist.
Velkommen til Íslands.
When it comes to dating in Iceland, things are a little different and incredibly refreshing. Icelandic women are known for their strength, independence, and modern mindset. Raised in a culture that values gender equality and self-reliance, they're confident, well-educated, and not afraid to take the lead in relationships. In fact, Iceland consistently ranks as one of the most gender-equal countries in the world, and that sense of empowerment shines through in daily life, especially in the dating scene. But here's where it gets really interesting. With Iceland's small population of just over 400,000, it's not unheard of for two people to go on a date, only to later discover they're distant cousins. That's why many locals, really use dating apps that include genealogy features, helping people avoid any accidental family reunions over dinner. Talk about a modern solution to a very Icelandic problem. In terms of attraction, Icelandic women value respect, honesty, and emotional maturity far more than nationality or status. It's less about where you're from and more about how you show up as a person. If you're genuine, open-minded, and treat them as equals, you'll fit right in. In Iceland, love isn't a game. It's about mutual connection and shared adventure. 12. Hot tub culture, Iceland's social circles and steaming water. In Iceland, some of the most meaningful conversations happen not in cafes or offices, but in hot tubs. Across the country, geothermal hot springs and public pools serve as social hubs, where locals of all ages gather not just to soak, but to connect. These steaming waters are warm year-round, nestled in towns, neighborhoods, and even remote mountain valleys, inviting everyone to unwind and chat, rain, shine, or snow. What makes Iceland's hot tub culture truly unique is its inclusivity and informality. You might find yourself soaking next to a teacher, a fisherman, or even the president of Iceland himself. No security detail, no ceremony, just neighbors enjoying the moment. That's because equality runs deep in Icelandic society, and these shared spaces reflect that ethos. Titles are left at the edge of the water. But it's not just physical relaxation that draws people in. For Icelanders, hot tubs are a form of emotional reset, a place to reflect, vent, laugh, and reconnect with both nature and each other. Whether it's casual small talk or deep conversation, the warmth of the water mirrors the openness of the culture. Remote cabin life, Iceland's embrace of stillness and simplicity. In a world that's always rushing, Iceland offers a powerful antidote: remote cabin life. Scattered across its dramatic landscapes, from mossy lava fields to snow-covered valleys, Icelanders have built simple wooden cabins as peaceful escapes from the modern world. These aren't luxury getaways, they're a return to the basics. Many of these cabins have no electricity, no internet, and no distractions. Just a wood-burning stove, a stack of books, and the sounds of wind and wildlife. This practice is more than a trend. It's a cultural mindset rooted in Iceland's deep connection to nature and heritage. For centuries, Icelanders have lived in close rhythm with the land, adapting to its harsh seasons with resilience and respect. In these quiet retreats, modern-day Icelanders find space to unplug, reflect, and reset, embracing a form of slow living that's both grounding and rejuvenating. Whether it's a weekend getaway or a solo riding retreat, time in a remote cabin is seen as a sacred pause, a way to reconnect not just with nature, but with oneself. It's not about isolation, but intentional solitude, and it's one of the many ways Icelanders stay centered in a fast-changing world. 10. Iceland's genetic goldmine, unlocking the past to protect the future. Tucked away on this remote island nation is something quietly revolutionary: the world's largest genetic database per capita. Thanks to its small, closely related population and detailed family records going back centuries, Iceland has become a global leader in genetics, creating a resource that's helping to map hereditary diseases and trace Viking ancestry with incredible precision. And what's most remarkable? This isn't just a scientific project, it's a national point of pride. Unlike many countries where genetic data is guarded or treated with suspicion, Icelanders have embraced the idea of contributing their DNA to science. Tens of thousands have voluntarily participated, understanding that their genes could help future generations, not just in Iceland, but around the world. The database has already contributed to groundbreaking studies on Alzheimer's, cancer, and rare genetic disorders, and it continues to shape the future of personalized medicine. For many Icelanders, it's also a way of honoring their roots, offering a deeper connection to their Viking ancestors and to one another. This fusion of ancient lineage and cutting-edge science speaks volumes about the Icelandic spirit, proud of the past, yet boldly facing the future. 9. Real Viking Village. Step into Iceland's living history. In Iceland, history doesn't just live in museums. It comes to life in full force at the real Viking village, where visitors don't just observe the past, they become part of it. Nestled in a rugged, windswept landscape that looks untouched by time, this living reenactment village offers a fully immersive experience into what Viking life was truly like over 1,000 years ago. Here, you can dress in authentic Viking garb, learn to forge iron tools, weave traditional cloth, or even take part in a mock battle, shield and all. Skilled reenactors, many of them historians or passionate locals, bring the experience to life with vivid storytelling, demonstrations, and warm Icelandic hospitality. It's not just about swinging a sword. It's about understanding the values, hardships, and community spirit that shape Norse culture. Throughout the year, the village also hosts vibrant Viking festivals, complete with feasts, music, dancing, and traditional competitions. It's a celebration of Iceland's proud Norse heritage and a chance for visitors of all ages to walk in the footsteps of the island's early settlers. Life in Reykjavik, where cozy days meet electric nights. Iceland's capital, Reykjavik, might be one of the smallest capitals in the world, but don't let its size fool you. This city is packed with personality, charm, and just the right amount of quirk. By day, Reykjavik feels like a warm hug. It's walkable, cozy, and full of colorful houses, independent bookstores, artisan bakeries, and coffee shops where locals linger over strong brews and sweet pastries. Art galleries, museums, and public murals add a layer of cultural richness that surprises many first-time visitors. But when the sun goes down, especially in winter when it sets early, Reykjavik lights up with a nightlife scene that's anything but sleepy. Think karaoke bars, intimate live music venues, and stylish rooftop bars where you can sip cocktails under the northern lights. The locals know how to have fun, and the city's late-night energy is infectious. It's not unusual for parties to carry on until sunrise, especially on weekends. What makes Reykjavik so special is the seamless blend of old-world charm and modern vibrancy. One moment you're exploring a centuries-old church, the next you're dancing to indie pop in a trendy bar. It's a city that knows how to keep things interesting without ever losing its soul. And there you have it, 8 incredible reasons Iceland feels like another world entirely. From black sand beaches to Viking villages, from hot tub hangouts to midnight sun adventures, this island is packed with magic. But wait, we're not done yet. 7 mind-blowing Icelandic secrets are still waiting to be revealed in our next video. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell, and join us for part 2. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.